know this is Pun, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo, shot himself. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the BS, y'all. We're done with the BS. Look, I come from an era in the sport of boxing in which the fighters say, I fight whoever they put in front of me. They. That was a catchphrase in the sport of boxing by every boxer, because we understood that back then, fighters didn't have control of their career. Fighters didn't have control of their destiny unless if they're in the ring, you know what I'm saying? And then they have the control right there to perform and win. But in terms of making fights, you know, manifesting fights and things of that nature, nah. They had no control of their career. But this era right here of boxers, they all watched the Mayweather movie. They all bosses. Devin Haney is a boss. George Kambosos is the emperor. You know, they watch the Mayweather movie. Not everybody sing the same tone that they bosses. Feel me? They sing the same tone that they bosses. I'm not saying that it's nothing wrong with it. All I'm saying is you're not gonna get critiqued like you're gonna get critiqued more now than the fighters than before, because we understood they had no control of their career. But since y'all bosses and y'all emperors, y'all should be making the boss moves. Y'all should be making the emperor move. Bosses don't wait on nobody. Emperors for sure don't wait on nobody. So let me say this. George Kambosos, you've been pump faking. George Kambosos, you's a pump faker. And I'm going to tell you why. And shout out to George Kambosos, going out there, fighting his heart out, getting the win versus Teofimo Lopez, fought his heart out. Not taking nothing away from skills and talent, just like I'm not taking away nothing from Devin the Dream Haney. I'm not taking nothing away from their talent, their skills and talent. These fighters are still going to the gym. These fighters are still being better. But let me tell you something like this with George Kambosos pump faking. George Kambosos, like I said before, my channel and things of that nature, it was you. You are the one that said that you're the emperor. You are the one that said that you're the guy that's gonna go out there and scout. Whoever performs better, that's the guy that I'm gonna fight. You went out there to see Devin Haney. You went out there to see Javante Tank Davis. You ain't going out there to see Loma. You're the emperor. Yet you ain't taking control of your next fight. Why hasn't your fight has been announced? Why haven't your fight has come to fruition? I don't want to hear about Lou DiBella having made the deal. I don't want to hear about your manager Peter Carter hasn't made the deal. You are the emperor. A king in the sport of boxing like Canelo Alvarez, you already know he's a boss. Floyd Mayweather was a boss. The networks and everybody's dictate to what they want. No, you ain't supposed to be waiting on the network. You're supposed to tell the network, hey, yo, I'm fighting here. That's what's gonna happen. I got the arena, I got the stadium, like you said. But no fights has been announced. The Canelo fight has been announced. The Javante Tank Davis fight has been announced with Rolly. Why that fight hasn't been announced yet? Again, we're going to give respect where respect is due. I believe all fighters are modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators. They put their life in the line for pure entertainment. Right? I'm going to give the fighters the benefit of the doubt. But this is not about just the fighter. This is about y'all being bosses. Y'all being emperors. I'm going to give the fighter the benefit of the doubt. I don't give promoters. I don't give mostly the promoters the benefit of the doubt over the fighter or managers. No. I give the fighter the benefit of the doubt. But since these guys are bosses and these guys are emperors, y'all have control of your career. Why hasn't this fight come through fruition yet or been announced? Lomachenko is not available. Tech is not available. So George Kambosos, you can't be looking nowhere else. Where you looking at? You looking at straight at Devin Haney, make the fight happen. Emperor, make the fight happen. If you can't be an emperor, stop saying that you're an emperor, my brother. That's all I'm saying. This ain't no hate. This ain't no hate. This show is not no hate. Because to be honest, in the YTB, in a YouTube boxing in community, ain't nobody was talking about you, George Kambosos, but your boy Punch Drunk. Ain't nobody was trying to call you, hit you up, let's do an interview. Let's go back last year. Ain't nobody was talking about George Kambosos, but your boy Punch Drunk. So I know I ain't no hater. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not hating nothing about the man's skills. I said that this guy is dangerous. I said this guy's combination is probably the fastest hands in the lightweight division. I said it, go back in my videos. But with being a champion, there's responsibility. And then these fighters get critiqued left and right, in which that's unfortunate. I don't want fighters to be getting critiqued left and right because these are fighters. But once you say that you a boss and you an emperor, we're critiquing you as an emperor. We're critiquing you as a boss. We've talked about Devin Haney and be like, hey, yo, if you're a boss, you gotta move like a boss. You gotta move like a boss. The same critique that Devin Haney got as a boss, George Kambosos, you're gonna get and be an emperor. I'm critiquing George Kambosos as an emperor. And motherfucker, he's a lousy emperor, because if the emperor's looking for other people to do shit for him, shit, who's the real emperor? Is nobody standing in the way of Devin Haney? Devin Haney just won one guy. Pause. George Kambosos just won one guy. Pause again. We hold y'all accountable as bosses, as promoters, as emperors, not as fighters. So, I'm going to say it again. I am not critiquing Devin Haney as a fighter. Great polish, great potential, polished fighter, great defense, beautiful jab, know how to control range, still growing in the sport of boxing as a fighter and as a promoter. Shout out to his trainer, his father, Bill Haney, for putting his son in position. Shout out to George Kambosos' dad for putting his son in position. But we're critiquing the emperor and the boss. And it seems like the boss and the emperor can't get shit done. Oh, but it takes two. Get shit done. Or stop calling yourself an emperor or a boss. Stop watching the Mayweather movie. You know why? Hey, I remember when I was young, I used to watch kung fu movies. Right after the movie, I thought I was a kung fu fighter. Right after I watched WWE, I thought I was Ultimate Warrior. After I watched Floyd Mayweather Jr., y'all think y'all fucking bosses because he say he's a boss. That's the new trend. Everybody is a boss in the sport of boxing, and nobody has no damn control except a guy like Canelo Alvarez. Everybody is a boss now. Stop pump faking, y'all. George Kambosos, you an emperor. You got the belts, right? You got to make the fight happen, because there's only one opponent available for you, and that's Devin Haney. One viable opponent waiting for you. And let me tell you like this. The Kambosos team, I'm not going to say the fighter, but they scared. The Kambosos team is frightening. It's scared. You know what it is? Y'all work hard to be in the position they are in right now, especially George Kambosos. And I know it took a long time. George Kambosos was 28 years old. Am I right? Took a lot of investing. Took time. These guys already be in position since they were young. George Kambosos worked hard, working with Manny Pacquiao. And I understand the grind. So I'm not saying George Kambosos is a fighter. He ain't scared of nobody, but I'm going to tell you this. His team probably is. His team is saying to themselves, we work so hard to get in this position. We just can't get in the ring with a Devin Haney, somebody that got the skills to outbox us. Man, you know how hard it took us to get to this position? Nah, we can't. I mean, let's get this easy fight. Let's get this money fight. Let's get some millions, because we did invest in a lot of money just to put you in this position. Remember, you just got in this position because you were mandatory, right? And imagine if Teofimo Lopez would have never took that fight to purge bid, so you would have cracked the mill. George Kambosos would have never cracked the mill. You understand what I'm trying to say? So they like, nah, man. I mean, we could fight Devin Haney, but not right now, man. Come on, look at the money. We could get an easy fight. Let's fight a top 15 guy in whichever ranking. And let's make, a couple meals, we work hard, and then fight Devin Haney and risk it. That's what it is. That's what's happening right now, folks. The emperor got no pull. The emperor got no power. Got no power whatsoever. Stop saying you're an emperor, and you can't move like an emperor. Just like Devin Haney has been critiqued as a boss that can't make boss decisions. Waiting on Eddie Hearn. It is what it is. It's a good fight. That's the only fight for y'all. That's the only fight. Make the fight happen. That's the only fight that the fans want to see. George Kambosos versus Devin Haney, because Lomachenko is not Nobody could bring up Lomachenko. Lomachenko's out there in Ukraine fighting for his people, doing the honorable thing. Now, for y'all careers, time for y'all to do the honorable thing. For y'all tagging your occupations as the emperor and the bosses, it's time for y'all to make boss and emperor move. Let's make it happen. Or stop talking, or stop telling yourself, stop mind effing yourself that you some type of emperor. Alright? Or just say and be real. I'll fight Devin Haney when I want to. Not right now. I'm gonna fight a homecoming party with whoever I want. Just be real. Just be real. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.